I better just start this now, or the airplanes won't stop coming and distracting me, and I'll forget what I was going to say. Isn't that great? Anyway, I'm trying to battle ants and cleaning up the trailer here. And ants are tough, but they're hard to get rid of. But I was thinking about you know, like what I need to do right now because I need to go up to the boat and I need to prepare things for that. But I'm also fighting the ants out of the trailer so that what I leave here I can come back to and not have everything ant infested. I mean it's not like it's only when I'm here it's a problem. You drop a crumb and it gets swarmed and yeah the ants are just ridiculous. I can't deal with them. They're driving me insane. So I'm battling the ants, but I need to go up to the boat. And I have means to do these things now, and so in my mind while I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing while I'm kind of cleaning up and trying to think of what I might pack to take up to the boat and things like that. I'm thinking about the whole of what I'm doing at all, like, just the direction of the things that I have going right now in my life, and it's how it ties into ego. So I'm thinking about ego, and like the ego is almost to me. This is just my opinion of things. I'm just spitballing my estimation of these concepts, but it's very much wrapped up in the materialism of the world, which is not anything surprising to say. It's not like some genius revelation, I don't think. But it really is tied up in the time of the world as well, like the time that we're here. I agree. Yeah. Anyway, uh, you know, and so I'm thinking about the time frame of our lives, right? Our our time frame is, what we can consciously keep in our memories, I think. Like how much content of your experience do you really have instant access to at any time, should you desire to? How much of your memories are right there? And I think it's probably a very, very small sliver. 99% probably are just trailed off, which kind of ties into subconscious and how movies and television shows and things we've heard and seen in that respect can infiltrate our mind and become part of our realities. We'll remember things being, or we'll think the world is a certain way when it's not. That's not really what I'm getting at here. But so the time frame is what we can carry with us and have quick access to. And then it's also how far into the future we could project the world around us being the way it is. Like this trailer I'm trying to get the ants out of. How long into the future will it be here, even after I'm gone, right? And have the world that it's in, all the society, the rest of even the way it looks, other than nature, have it be basically the same. Like, 100 years from now, I would say it would all probably look the same. Many of the same houses would still be there. This thing will probably be trashed by then. But if it weren't, 1,000 years from now, pretty much everything around us is going to be completely gone and look completely different. The people are going to not remember any of it. There'll be no memory. It really kind of emphasized thinking about it that way. The kind of ridiculous nature of ego, which is still it's hard to get rid of, but it's it's completely wrapped up in the timeline of your life in this little window, and over here is the future, and here's what we can remember of the past, and we're in the middle, of course. That's a conscious point. It's just it's interesting. I think about these things, just when I'm doing other things. But it ties in, because I'm trying to figure out a plan of action for this crap I got going on, and then it starts to just slip into the realm of my ego's having to decide what it wants to do, which is important, which isn't. You know, is getting the ants more important? Do I need to clean out the trailer here and make it locked so that I can put the guitars and musical stuff in there, so when I'm gone they're locked up better and not in here, so that I can fumigate in here while I'm gone and then come back? And what do I need to take up with me to the boat that needs just dressed up there to work on? It's a lot of different things I'm trying to figure out, you know. And it's just, you know, it's stressing my ego having to make all these decisions, really, you know. I'm reminded of that Alan Watts story where he says this rancher hires a hand, and the hand comes to work for him. And the first day he tells him, well, because some of my cattle got out here because the fence is broke, you know, catch all the cattle and bring them in. So he goes out there, and in just no time he has them all back in the pen. He's got them. He's like, wow, this guy's good. And he's like, okay, well, how about mend the fence now? Just go along the fence, and wherever it's weak, or, you know, fix it and repair it. He's like, okay, yes, sir. And he goes around and he fixes the fence, and it takes him like a day. You know, he thought it was going to take a week. And he's like, wow, this guy's awesome. I'm running out of stuff for him to do. And he's like, well, here we go. Can you peel these potatoes here for the cook? You know, now, the ones with the spots, you just scoop the spots out if they're small. If they're large, just cut that part off and peel the rest of the potato. And he says, okay, boss. And so he starts doing the job, and he comes back a couple hours later. He's like, I'm sorry, I got to quit. And the boss is like, why? You're my best worker. How can you quit? And he's like, well, catching the cattle is fine and mending fences is fine, but this potato business is just decision after decision after decision. And that's what, you know, stresses the ego and the mind, is having to make these decisions, and they don't even have to be about important things. Although decisions about important things are more stressful, I would imagine, right? But just decision after decision. What do I need to bring? How should I dress these ants? They're almost unstoppable. I wake up, there's an ant crawling across my eyebrow. He like sticks a little leg out there and waves at me. He says, good morning, I'm here. I'm climbing over your eyeball. Anyway, all right, that's all I got. Hope that